Bryony, could you tell me what your plans are for the long weekend?
Oh, hi, Debbie. I hope you're having a nice day. Did you hear from Jason about our plans for this weekend? He was going to mention it to you at some point. I know the Sunday is Jason's dad's birthday, so I suggested we come over that day. We can bring a present and some things for a barbecue if it's convenient.
Oh, were you intending to come over as well?
Definitely. I think Jason told Marcus that on the phone. Didn't you get the message? If you already have plans, we could come another day.
I see. You've already told my husband that you'll be coming over. I suppose there's nothing we can do about it now then. I was going to say that there's no need for you both to come. I'd be perfectly happy for you to stay at home or go and do something else you'd like to do.
I wouldn't want to miss the celebrations, though. It's a big birthday for your husband, isn't it? Jason said he'll be 60. That's a big deal. I hope you don't think I'd rather be out shopping or something.
No, that's not what I mean. If you weren't so dense, you'd understand that I mean I'd rather celebrate such an important occasion with my family.
Don't you think I count as family? Jason and I have been married for over 2 years now.
You really are very absent-minded and sloppy. A daughter-in-law should try to think of her husband's family above all other considerations. How can you be so thoughtless towards me? Now that you've told my husband you'll come, I can't exactly tell you to stay away, because then I'll look like the villain. But from now on, I'd like you to think more carefully about where you stand before you decide to invite yourself to any family occasions.
Okay. I'll try not to make the same mistake in the future.
Please do so. Hey, babe. I just finished work. I'm just about to set off home. Do you want me to stop at the store or anything?
Hey, Jason. How was your day? I hope you're not too tired. No, we don't need anything. Thanks.
It was okay. Nothing special. I'm going to stop off quickly in town anyway to see if that new deli has the scotch my dad likes. I was thinking of getting him a bottle for his birthday.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Okay, let me know when you're done and I'll start getting your dinner ready.
Are you feeling okay, Bri?
What do you mean?
I don't know. You just seem kind of down. You usually send way more exclamation marks, and you haven't sent any selfies or posted to your story at all today. You usually have a cute kitten video to share at least. If you don't post anything at all, I'm going to get worried about you.
Really? Am I that predictable?
Don't say predictable. Say reliable. It's part of my break routine to check out your socials and see what you got up to after work.
Sorry, I guess. I didn't have a great afternoon, so I was too bummed to post anything on my way home from work.
What happened in the afternoon to upset you? Don't tell me it was my mom. Did she say something weird again?
How did you guess that?
I just assumed that would be it. There's nothing that bothers you quite as much as my mom being mean. It's becoming a pretty regular thing. And it doesn't seem to matter how much my dad and I talk to her about it, she doesn't really listen to us. I swear she has absolutely no interest in understanding how much effort you put into the relationship with her. It's like she doesn't even recognize that you have feelings. Did she say something about the weekend? Is there something wrong with your plan? I guess you probably didn't want to clean up after a barbecue. I can tell her we'll just bring stuff for a potluck if that's the problem.
It's not about the barbecue.
You don't have to go if you don't want to. I'm not going to force you to hang out with her if it makes you uncomfortable.
But it's your dad's birthday, and he's always so kind to me. I don't want to miss it just because of your mom. It wouldn't make me uncomfortable if she could just keep some of her opinions about me to herself.
Yeah, I get that. I'm sorry. When I get home, you can tell me everything she said, okay?
Yeah, okay. Thanks, honey.
I actually have something else I want to discuss with you when I get home. It's something my dad has been asking for my advice about.
Your dad is asking for advice? Are you sure it's something you can talk to me about?
Yeah, he asked me to get your opinion, actually.
Oh, sure. That's okay then. It sounds important.
Yeah, I'll tell you all about it when I get home. I won't be long.
Okay. See you soon.
You're a little drama queen, aren't you, Bryony? To cause a huge fuss and storm out of the house just because you weren't allowed a glass of the expensive champagne. You're ridiculous. How old do you think you are? You can't act like a sulky teenager every time something doesn't go your way, you know. You're not even a member of this family, yet you expect to be treated like you deserve a share of whatever my son has. It's nonsensical. I wish you wouldn't keep ruining any family gathering you turn up at, invited or not.
I haven't stormed out like a sulky teenager, actually. But considering you won't let me have any of the food from the barbecue or potluck, including some that I cooked and brought myself, I went out to the grocery store to buy myself some lunch. I haven't had anything to eat since 7 a.m. I'm very hungry already.
You've gone where? I hope you're not at our local grocery store. I'd be ashamed of you turning up there to buy food. Some of my acquaintances work there, and they know we were planning Marcus's birthday party today. What will they think if my daughter-in-law is buying food for herself?
That's not really my problem, Debbie.
People will think I'm her cruel mother-in-law. Are you happy with that?
So, do you think most people consider starving your daughter-in-law at a family party to be unreasonable behavior? Or even cruel?
Oh, please. I'm sure you can miss one meal. You're not so weak that you can't stand to be hungry for a few hours, are you?
Can I ask one thing? Did you give me all those jobs to do so I would be out of the way when everyone was eating? Then you could make sure there wasn't enough food left for me?
That's a terrible accusation. How dare you?
It's pretty clear to me what you're trying to do.
What I'm doing is perfectly fair. Let me ask you one question in return. Who do you think is gate-crashing this party that I organized specifically so that I could spend time alone with my close family? That person is you, isn't it? The one who always insists on being involved and invited where she isn't wanted.
You've expressed these sentiments before, Debbie. I don't think I need to hear it again.
You and I are complete strangers. I have no obligation to you. You're only a daughter-in-law. I'm not going to spend money on someone who's nothing more than a stranger to me.
What you mean to say is, you don't want me to eat the food everyone has prepared for the party, or the meat you bought, because you would consider that a waste of food and money. Do I have that right?
That's exactly what I mean.
Oh, now I completely understand. You mean that in your opinion, a daughter-in-law doesn't count as a member of the family?
Obviously. You've got your own family, don't you? If you don't like my way of doing things, perhaps you should go back to your parents and leave me and my family alone. I honestly don't care what you do with yourself as long as you don't get in the way of my family. And don't try to muscle in where you don't belong. Like I said, you're basically a stranger to me. That's how you should expect to be treated.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Let's be strangers.
Excuse me. What do you mean by that?
Well, Debbie, I guess I should call you Mrs. Richards, shouldn't I? I think I'll do as you seem to want and head back to my parents' house. You clearly don't want me to be a part of your family.
Do you really mean that?
I brought my overnight bag with me and it's still in the car, so I don't think there's anything at your place that I need to go back for.
This is very sudden. You can't just decide these things without discussing it with me first.
You've made it clear this is exactly what you want, so I don't see the need to discuss anything with you. I'll arrange to have my things picked up from Jason's house as soon as possible.
Wait, have you spoken to Jason about this? I think you ought to give it some thought first.
Goodbye, Mrs. Richards. Jason, your mom said that thing about daughters-in-law just being strangers in their husband's family again.
Oh, she did? Have you left already? Understood. Sorry for making you put on a show like that.
It's no problem. This is all happening so that your mom can finally learn how to act towards other people, isn't it? I think this is something that's really important for the family. We all need to work together for it to be a success, so I don't mind doing my part. And this is going to make life so much better for both of us, isn't it? I think it'll be worth it.
Me too. I know it's a pain, but just hang in there for a little bit longer, okay? I'll see you soon.
It's okay, sweetie. I'll go ahead and get started on the preparations for the next stage.
Thanks. I hope it's not too much bother. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Safe travels. Love you.
Okay, good luck. Love you too. Hi, Mrs. Richards. I'm sorry, I can't talk now. I'm on a bus.
Text message will do just fine for what I have to say. You must come back here right now, Bryony.
I'm afraid I can't. I said I was on a bus, didn't I? The bus doesn't stop until it gets to my parents' city, which is still a couple of hours away.
That's fine. Just get another bus back here once you get there. It's very important that you obey me.
No, thank you.
Do you refuse to do what I say?
I see no reason to obey you when you're nothing but a stranger to me. You have no right to demand it like that.
Oh, forget about that for a second. We need you back here as soon as possible.
I really don't follow. How can you mean that? First you said I have to leave, and now you say I have to come back. It's extremely confusing, and you're making my life very difficult.
But Jason is so angry about all of this. You should come back and get him to calm down. Apparently, he's mad that I would say daughters-in-law are strangers and made you feel like you don't belong. And he's upset that you've left because of what I said.
Oh, I see. That's sad.
If you think so, why don't you come back here and sort it out? You don't want to make him angrier, do you?
I don't think I'm the one making him angry, actually. If he's angry with you, shouldn't you sort it out?
He's getting ready to leave. He promised to stay over with you, but he's putting his coat on now. If you just say you'll come back, I'm sure everything will be fine. Just tell us you'll come back here. Say it right now.
Can you stop ordering me around? It's not my responsibility to clean up your mess, Mrs. Richards. The reason he's angry isn't because I'm not there. We are perfectly capable of being apart for a few hours. I think it's because of you and what you've said. So you're the only one who can fix this. He's not angry at me, is he? You're the problem.
Excuse me! How dare you take that tone with me?
I got a nice message from him before saying safe travels, so I don't think he has a problem with me going home to my parents' house.
I don't understand.
You don't seem to understand a few things. One of them is that I don't take orders from a stranger like you. I listen to my husband and he listens to me. Can you please deal with this situation by yourself? You've caused it.
Bryony! Wait. I need your help. Bryony, this is beyond ridiculous now. I can't deal with it anymore. Why won't you help me?
Hello, Mrs. Richards. What is it this time? Why do you keep forgetting that we're basically strangers?
My husband has left me. There's a package on the kitchen table with divorce papers inside. He has signed them. And all of his things are gone.
Wow. That's unexpected.
Don't you know where he could have gone?
How could I? I don't talk to Marcus about those kinds of things.
But you talked to Jason. He might have told you what's going on.
Why don't you ask Jason?
He won't talk to me either. Neither of them is answering my calls or messages. Jason's phone must be turned off because it goes straight to voicemail.
Oh, then I can't help you. Since you and I are strangers, Jason and I are also strangers, so he and I haven't spoken since yesterday. There's no reason I could possibly know where your father is, don't you think?
What are you talking about? Since when are you and Jason strangers?
Since you said you don't consider me a part of your family, we have absolutely nothing to do with each other now. I'll be going now. I don't have time to waste talking to people who aren't part of my life at all.
Bryony, there's been a huge misunderstanding. You have to help me. Jason, honey, what's happening? Are you and Bryony going to get a divorce? Oh, yeah, I guess. That's the plan. Then you'll come home to live with me, won't you? No. Why would I? Your father has gone. He left and took all his stuff. There are divorce papers in the kitchen. I haven't touched them yet, but I can see he signed them. Oh, you're talking about you and Dad getting a divorce? Yeah, I heard about that.
You knew!
Of course I knew. He asked me about it and I gave him some advice.
Why didn't you tell him not to go through with it?
I don't see why I should have said that. He seemed really unhappy. Did you see the letter he left? You were telling Bryony you thought daughters-in-law were just strangers to their husbands' families, weren't you? So he assumed you meant that you considered his family strangers too. You're a daughter-in-law to them, after all. But I think if you're a stranger to your husband's family and your husband is a part of that family, that means you're a stranger to him as well, doesn't it? I'm taking his side over this. It just makes sense to me that if you're a stranger to him, you're a stranger to me too. Goodbye then.
Wait! Jason, you don't really mean it, do you? Jason! Bryony! This is getting completely out of control! What is happening to me? I finally got in touch with Jason, but he just told me that he was on his father's side and he told me he doesn't want to see me anymore. What do I do? Can't you talk to him for me? I'm sure I don't deserve to be treated like this. Mrs. Richards, I really don't know why you keep contacting me about this. It honestly has nothing to do with me now. You can't mean that. Didn't you ever care about Jason at all? Think what he must be going through to lose his wife and mother all at once like this. Regardless of my feelings, I'm not going to try and find out the whereabouts of a person who has become a stranger to me on behalf of another complete stranger. That would be an invasion of privacy and not something anyone with common sense would do. So I don't know where he is, and I'm not going to ask. But you have to. I can't find him by myself. Like I told you the other day, I don't have anything to say to you now that we have nothing to do with one another. Please leave me alone. Please, Bryony. I need your help. This is goodbye for the very last time, Mrs. Richards.
Hey, sweetie. I'm getting off the bus in about 15 minutes, I think. Are you coming to meet me?
Yeah. My dad and I are driving to pick you up at the bus station.
Awesome. Where do you want me to wait? At the south entrance?
Yeah, that should be fine. There's a car park there, so we'll park up and wait for you. I think we'll get there around the same time as your bus, so if you don't see us straight away, don't worry.
Okay, no problem. What's the plan after that? Have you had lunch already? I'm starving! I want to grab something to eat, but then let's go home and put the finishing touches to our vow renewal plans. I'm so excited for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fine. We didn't have lunch either, so I was wondering if you wanted to go to the Mexican restaurant that you like by the bank?
Sounds great.
What time does your dad arrive tomorrow? My mom is doing some snacks for while we get ready, and she wants to know if she should have enough for him.
Oh, that would be great. I think he's planning on setting off early, so I expect he'll be really hungry by the time he gets to your parents' place. He was aiming to arrive about 10 a.m.
Okay, great. I'll let her know. Do you want to drive by your new office on the way home? My dad thought it might be useful for you to see where it is. Monday is your first day, so I guess it'll be your first time driving there. We don't want you getting lost and being late.
Oh, is that okay? I'd love that. I haven't actually seen the place yet.
Yeah, it's fine. I know your interview was on Zoom, but I wasn't sure if you'd been over to see the office last time you were here.
I didn't get round to it.
Hey, have you finished writing your vows for tomorrow yet?
Not yet. I'm mostly finished, but I was thinking of getting your mom to help me tonight.
She might be too busy. My dad might help you, though.
Thanks, I'll pass.
He says you don't know what you're missing. Did you get everything sorted with the old house?
Yeah, everything was fine. I just needed to sign a couple of forms and hand over our keys, basically. I can't wait to get home. See you in a few minutes, babe.
Yeah. See you in a minute. I should probably start by explaining exactly what happened with my marriage. I never actually got a divorce from Jason. We just said we would do it, and Jason flashed around some fake divorce papers when his mom was looking, so she thought it was real. He said she came over to our old house quite a lot to begin with, to try and convince him to forgive her and help her find his dad. But he just pretended to be all sad about the divorce. And eventually, she left him alone because he was still mad and kept telling her it was all her fault. Which it was. Her own divorce was real enough, though. I'm not sure if it's final yet, because she put up such a fuss. They could only agree on terms about a month ago. Jason told me that he thought his father had probably been putting up with a lot from his mother for much longer than we originally thought. He remembers her being a bit of a tyrant ever since he was young, but as a kid, he never realized how bad it must have been. I think when it was just the three of them, they just sort of lived through it and put up with her. But when she started being cruel to me as well, they finally realized she had to be stopped. That's when my father-in-law decided to get a divorce. After they split up and my father-in-law moved out of the house, I think they just communicated through their lawyers. They sold the house quite quickly and Jason's dad moved into a place in a different city. Jason's mom moved back to the town she grew up in, but I heard she didn't exactly get a warm welcome. I don't think she has any friends left there at all. Because I was staying with my parents while all of this went down, Jason had to travel up to visit me so often. After a few visits, he decided he really liked my parents' city. So we started looking for apartments here and we finally moved back in together last month. Jason is starting a new job here next week, and this weekend we're having a small ceremony to renew our vows. Maybe after the ceremony, I'll let him know that he's going to be a dad. I can't wait to see his face when he finds out. It's going to be amazing. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Hello, Alice. Do you have a moment? I'd like to speak to you about something.
Hi, Barbara. What is it? Can I help you with anything?
You live in the big building by the train station, don't you?
That's right. The big tower block.
Can I ask a couple of questions? There's an apartment for sale there and we're thinking of moving. Are there any other families living there whose kids go to the same kindergarten as our daughters?
Actually, yes. I sometimes meet other moms who have kids at that kindergarten. It's very convenient. There's a children's play area out in the communal area here, and our kids often play together there in the evenings.
Oh, really? That's very interesting. Thank you for letting me know. Like I said, we're in the process of buying one of the apartments there. It'll be nice to have some families around with children my daughter can play with.
Oh, I hope everything goes smoothly. It would be nice to have you close by.
Thank you. Yes, I'm currently very busy with all the preparations for the move. I'll look forward to seeing more of you in the future then.
Yes, it sounds great. Hey, Timothy. I have a question. Are there any apartments for sale in our building right now? Hey, why do you ask? I got a message today at one of the moms at Grace's kindergarten saying they were thinking of moving here. Or they're buying an apartment here or something. That's a bit strange. Why would she be messaging you about it? I don't know. I think she must have heard from another mom that we live here. We're not especially good friends or anything. And it's not like Grace is close with her daughter either. She said they'd be moving in soon and she's looking forward to living near us. It was weird. Yeah, I'm not really sure what that's about. I did hear that empty apartment on the 10th floor was finally sold a couple of months ago. Do you think she could be talking about that? I'm not sure. It seemed like she hadn't moved yet. And I thought the apartment on the 10th floor already had people living there. You haven't heard of anyone who's planning to move soon or anything? Not that I recall. Right. That's what I thought too. I wonder if she's made a mistake and she means another building around here. Maybe her information is wrong. I think that's the only explanation. Yeah, there's a possibility the person she asked got mixed up between me and another mom. I mean, if you're not such good friends with her, she probably made a mistake. That's a big kindergarten, isn't it? There are a lot of kids there. That's true. I think there's even another little girl named Grace in the class above. So they could be thinking of that little girl's family. I guess you'll find out when she moves. If she somehow turns up in our building, we'll definitely know about it. I guess so. I'll let you know if I hear any more about it.
Hi, Alice. How are you? I just wanted to let you know that we finally moved in.
Oh, hi, Barbara. I'm great, thanks. I hope you're well, too. That's great news.
I feel like such a celebrity here. What a feeling.
A celebrity? I didn't think our building was so special.
I just think with these kinds of buildings, it's usually the rich and famous who live on the upper floors, isn't it? We're living on the 49th floor. It's almost the top floor. The 50th floor is the penthouse, but apparently it belongs to the owners of the building and they use the whole floor as a combined home and business premises. There isn't anyone else I know living on the 49th floor. I checked that today. So it looks like I'm the top of the pile when it comes to living in this building. That is, among my friends anyway.
What do you mean, the top of the pile?
Oh, you know. You can totally tell how rich people are by what floor they live on. Everyone knows the most expensive apartments are the top floor.
Of course I know that, but what does it matter? You can't judge people by how much money they have or where they live.
I can't? Why not? I think it does matter. I don't want my child associating with people that are below her.
I've heard that the owners of this building don't want to encourage people to think that way. They don't like it when people act like there's some kind of hierarchy. It's quite a tight community. There are rules. If you get caught behaving like you're better than people on the lower floors, you might get into trouble. I think you should be careful what you say.
Are you saying you're going to rat me out to the owners? What can they do anyway? We own this place.
It's part of a condo, though. There are rules you have to sign up to as part of the homeowners association. Didn't you see them yet?
No, my husband took care of all that.
Well, you should know that it doesn't matter what floor you live on here. It's all equal.
Oh dear, Alice. Actually, I think I should let you know. I expect that isn't true. It's probably just something they tell the poorer people living on the lower floors. Do you understand me? Out of all the families that use our kindergarten, my family is at the top of the heap. This is the proof. No one else's daughter is getting the elevator up this high. Our place is just as nice and fancy as the very top floor. It's probably better because it's just a home and not being used as an office or whatever. This is the big issue here. If you live in this building and you refuse to accept my rules, you'll probably find yourself in hot water one of these days. Don't forget that, okay?
Barbara, please don't make a huge thing out of this. I don't want to get into a dispute with my neighbors over something so ridiculous. Can you just let it go? You're not better than anyone else here. It shouldn't be so important what people think about you. I can't believe you're trying to make me afraid of you right now.
If this turns into a dispute, it'll be the fault of those living on the lower floors. There's only going to be a problem if they make it a problem.
No, I'm afraid that kind of attitude and way of thinking won't be accepted by the homeowners association here. There's no point in you trying to look tough in front of me.
I'm not trying to look tough, Alice. I'm just letting you know. I'm the boss from now on, and what I say goes. You'll see. Alice, I'd like to know what you meant by your greeting to me earlier today.
Oh, hi, Barbara. Do you mean when we met in the entrance hall this morning?
Yes, of course that's what I mean. What else could it be? All you said was morning. What kind of greeting is that? Don't you think you could be a little more polite towards me?
I'm sorry, I was running a little late. But I do think that's an acceptable greeting between ordinary acquaintances.
Ordinary acquaintances? Is that all you think I am to you? I am by no means an ordinary acquaintance to you, Alice. I thought I made it perfectly clear that I'm a very important person in this community.
Oh, do you think so?
What is that supposed to mean? Do I have to explain it all to you again? I am the owner of a top floor apartment in the building. I'm practically a celebrity to you, and you should show me the kind of respect I deserve.
In my opinion, I showed you even more respect than you deserve. I took the time to say good morning to you while I was in a hurry to get my kids to school on time. I thought I explained all of this to you the other day as well. There's no such thing as a hierarchy in this building. All the owners are treated the same way. We treat everyone that lives here as though they are valued and respected neighbors. Everyone is considered equal.
Yes, you said that before. It's all nonsense. The other owners only tell the poor residents that because they want you to feel valued. The reality is different. The next time you see me in the entrance hall, I would like you to greet me properly. Stop whatever you are doing and inquire after my day and my family. That's true politeness. If we allow people from our generation to fail in these simple tasks, what will the next generation grow up to be? They're already lazy and stupid. They should at least learn manners from their elders. And this doesn't only apply to you. I expect this kind of behavior from all of my acquaintances in this building. So far, I haven't had any trouble getting the other moms from our kindergarten to treat me with proper respect. You're the only one who seems to be resisting me. I wonder why that is. Do you have an attitude problem?
I don't know whose children you think are lazy and stupid, but I can tell you that mine certainly aren't. And I don't think I'm the one with the attitude problem here.
Haven't you understood anything I've said to you?
No, I'm sorry. I don't understand you at all.
There shouldn't be anyone following these rules you seem to have invented for yourself. I have to start work now, so let's leave it here. Bye for now, Barbara. Don't ignore me!
Hey, honey. Sorry I'm still at work, but I'm leaving here soon. I found out some stuff about that friend of yours that moved into the building recently. You know, the one you said acts like she owns the place. I thought I'd text you the information now in case you're already asleep before I get home. We can talk about it tomorrow if you'd like.
Oh, what did you find out?
What did you say her name was? Barbara?
Yeah, that's right. Barbara Gordon.
Well, I know that she definitely lives in our building, but that's not the whole story.
What's the story?
She got a divorce and moved in with her new partner who was already living in our building on the 49th floor. So anything she said about her husband buying the place was probably a lie. Or she's embellishing the truth a little bit.
Her new partner? Did she remarry straight away then? How do you know this stuff?
My mom told me.
Your mom?
Yeah. She's the couple she's friends with on the 49th floor. They have a yoga group, but I'm pretty sure they just sit on the floor gossiping. I'm not sure how much yoga gets done. I just remembered a few days ago and asked her if she knew anything about it. Then today, she called me and gave me all the gossip. My mom works fast. I'm quite impressed.
Me too. She does a great job. Hopefully this information will make life a bit easier. I'll have to thank her next time she calls.
There's more, but I don't want to go into too much detail over text, so I'll tell you tomorrow, okay? Our mom said she might come round tomorrow, so she could probably tell you as well. You never know, she might have fresh information then.
Oh, okay. I'll wait and see what she says tomorrow. I'm glad you thought of asking your mom. I would never have considered it. I hope you don't have to work too late tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm exhausted today, so I think I'll get an early night.
Okay, sure. I'm glad I could help. I'll see you in the morning.
Night.
Good night.
Excuse me, Alice. I've invited you to join my WhatsApp group for the kindergarten moms who live in this building. But you still haven't joined it. What's going on? I just didn't think it was necessary. I have a lot of other things to do with my time. You don't think it's necessary for us to share important information about our community? Oh, I do. I just didn't think joining your group chat was necessary. Are you still having trouble understanding how to act towards me? Let me remind you, I'm the absolute authority among the kindergarten moms in this building. I'm the top of the pile. You must listen to what I say and do what I tell you to do. Otherwise, you'll find yourself in a lot of trouble. If you want to be better than me and do what you want, then you should live on the 50th floor. But that's the building owner's place, and they've got the whole floor, so I guess that's impossible. But I do live on the 50th floor, in the penthouse, which is the whole floor, as you've said. What do you mean? I don't know why you're having a hard time understanding that, Barbara. My husband is the owner of this building, and I'm the head of the Homeowners Association. It was built by my father-in-law's construction company, which my husband is now CEO of. I don't think so. You live on the 3rd floor. I often see you getting out of the elevator there. You shouldn't tell lies to try and make yourself look better than you are. It's worse when people find out the truth. Maybe you should try taking your own advice, Barbara. My parents-in-law live on the 3rd floor, actually. The parents of your husband, who supposedly owns this building and is the CEO of a construction company, he lets his parents live on the 3rd floor of a tower block? And I'm supposed to believe that this father-in-law is the person he inherited his company from. You're not very good at making believable lies up, are you? You should just stop now. It's not that we let them live there. They choose to live there and we support them in their choice. They don't want to live any higher, because it's easier for my father-in-law to get around from the lower floors. He uses a wheelchair now. And my mother-in-law doesn't like heights. But it's like I told you. We don't judge people or their earnings by where they live in this building. Some of the apartments on the lower floors are larger and more expensive than the higher floors. I'm pretty sure my husband's parents' place is larger and nicer than the apartment you're living in. I wish you would stop talking about your husband as if this person really exists. Everyone at the kindergarten knows you're a single mother. And there's no way you could earn enough as a single mother to live in the penthouse of a tower block like this. I'm not single. Perhaps people might assume that because my husband is very busy and often away for work, so he doesn't make it to many parents' events. But I'm sure you'll meet him at some point. Oh, I see. Actually, while we're on the subject, I've been wondering why you think you have the right to talk about other people's married lives like this. What do you mean? I mean, you seem to think you're better than everyone else and you act like you're the best mother around. But I haven't actually seen you with your daughter for a while. And whenever I'm at the kindergarten to pick up my daughter, your daughter is being picked up by her nanny. What's going on there? There's nothing going on. I'm just too busy to go there myself. A lot of mothers prioritize working over picking up their kids in the middle of the afternoon.
That's true, I guess. But I actually heard that you lost custody of your daughter in your recent divorce. Now, I'm not judging anyone for getting a divorce, but I don't think it's fair for you to come and live in this building and start acting like you're the boss of the kindergarten moms when technically you're not even one of them. According to my information, the person you're living with on the 49th floor isn't your husband. He's the guy you were cheating on your husband with. Did you pursue that guy on purpose because you wanted to live on the upper floors of a tower block and act like you're a celebrity all the time? Apparently, you couldn't wait to move in here. You were living in his house even before your divorce was finalized, weren't you?
How do you know all this?
Oh, I have my sources. I'm not suggesting it's my right to know everything that goes on here, but I know the right people if I want to get information. Or should I say that my husband does, because he's the one with all the contacts.
That's an invasion of my privacy! How dare you? You better not go telling all of the kindergarten moms about this.
I'm not interested in spreading gossip. I just want to make sure you're living by the rules of the Homeowners Association. Like I said, I'm the head of the committee, and as the wife of the building owner, I also have some responsibilities as his representative while he's not available. Your behavior has caused some problems, Barbara.
What do you mean?
I've had complaints from other residents about the way you insist everyone respect your position at the top of the so-called hierarchy. You can't just ignore the voices of the other owners here. I forwarded some of the information and complaints to my husband.
You can't do that! I haven't done anything wrong!
It's quite widely known among the residents here. But when my husband's parents were young professionals, they lived in an apartment building where people acted just like you. The people who lived in the expensive apartments on the top floors gave themselves airs and graces and acted as though they were above the building's rules. That's why when my father-in-law's company built this condominium, he would try to create a place where that wasn't allowed. He set up a homeowners association with the rules and regulations to try and protect the residents from people like you. My husband was brought up to believe in the same values of equality. So now that he's in charge, he's also committed to making sure it's a nice place to live for everyone. We were really enjoying the little community we had here until you showed up and started expecting people to treat you differently. Naturally, my husband and I are not impressed with you.
So what are you planning on doing about it? Don't pretend like you actually have any power over me. I bet you're just doing this out of spite because you don't like having to compete for the other mom's respect.
I have no desire to force the people who live here to respect me. I'm just doing what they've asked me to do as the building owner's representative. But my husband should have some time tomorrow, so I expect he'll call or visit you at your place and you can talk about your options. I don't want to overstep, so I'll leave it here. Goodbye, Barbara.
Wait, what's going to happen to me?
According to my mother-in-law's information, Barbara was living with a guy she was calling her husband, but they weren't actually married. She had just moved straight into his house after splitting up with her husband and filing for divorce. Apparently, this guy didn't know that she was married when they first started seeing each other, and he only found out when her divorce lawyer called and he answered her phone. I don't think it was a very pleasant surprise for him, although he might have been able to live with it if she hadn't been lying about it the whole time. Then, just a short time after he found out about her divorce and that she had a young daughter, this business with the Homeowners Association started getting serious. He obviously hadn't known how many complaints we were receiving about Barbara's attitude. That must have killed off the last of his affection for her, because they split up soon after and she moved out. Then he moved as well a few months later. He must have been embarrassed and worried that people were talking about him. But to be honest, I think after Barbara left, no one blamed him or even thought about it that much. After she was thrown out of her dream apartment, I think Barbara tried to move back in with her parents, but she wasn't allowed to stay there long either. The last I heard, she was working at a fast food chain and living in shared accommodation with some of the other restaurant staff. I'm pretty sure she just eats fast food constantly and stays in her room. But she's not that stupid. So maybe she can move up to being a manager one day. I sometimes drive past the restaurant to make sure she's still there and enjoying her life on the top of the pile. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content.
Hey, Alex, how are you going? The wedding is just around the corner. Are you excited?
Who's bothering me at this time of the night? Yo, it's you. Rebecca's mom, isn't it? I bet you're over the moon about your daughter being able to marry someone who can actually take care of himself. Even a normal girl would have trouble chatting to a guy like me, but yours managed to snatch me up.
Well, yes. I guess. Rebecca has a good eye for men. Must be evidence that I've raised her right.
You raised her? While we have the chance to talk, I'd like to ask a favor of you. After Rebecca and I marry tomorrow, I want you to get your face out of the picture. You aren't necessary anymore.
Huh? What do you mean?
Look, I know you're her mom and everything, but look at the situation. She's a grown woman now. She doesn't need mommy to look after her anymore. If I'm a lucky guy, she'll be the mommy looking after someone. Face it, at some point you had to stop putting her in diapers, right? Now you have to stop clinging on to her.
I guess you do have a point.
Secondly, I need time to revert the bad habits you've instilled in her childhood.
What? What are you talking about?
Look, don't get me wrong, you've done a pretty good job. There's not a lot of girls that turn out semi-decent after being raised in a house with a single parent. But surely even you must realize the situation here.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Let's face it, a man needs to do his share in raising the child. Your man wasn't there. Not only that, look at our backgrounds. We may as well be from different universes. I'm from a strong, prestigious family, a long lineage of high achievers, abundance in wealth, and lavishing looks. Then we've got Rebecca, a nice girl with a face that's not hard to look at, certainly not the best. The most troublesome thing that sticks out about her is her upbringing. She's nowhere near my level in that department. Think of how people are gonna look at us. It's embarrassing.
I think that's just some twisted thinking that only you are worried about. No one actually cares about that type of thing.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. It's that type of ignorant way of thinking that I know that you've infected Rebecca with. It just shows you clearly have no common sense, and the chances that Rebecca is the same way are arguably high. Just do us a favor and don't butt into our marriage. The moment we're recognized in the eyes of God, I want you out of the picture. You got that?
Hey Luz, how are you? Sorry to bother you at this time of night.
Mary, it's good to hear from you. I was just about to message you about something I'm worried about. You wouldn't happen to know anything about Rebecca, do you? There's really something I'm worried about. I've tried ringing her and she hasn't been picking up.
Actually, that's exactly why I'm messaging you right now. I don't think she has access to any forms of communication with the outside. She's stuck in that house.
What do you mean?
It's Alex. He's basically treating her as his prisoner.
He's doing what?
Yeah, he's doing whatever he can to make sure the wedding happens. It seems Rebecca has been showing signs that she's not too eager to make this commitment to him.
This is insane. What's happened to that man? Up until now, he's been so polite and reasonable with me. Now he's putting me down and telling me to stay out of their marriage. He's got some strange hatred for single-parent families. It's really bizarre.
It seems Alex is not the man that we thought he was. He must have changed ever since he started dating Rebecca.
To think that Rebecca was actually kidnapped. Mary, we can't let this slide by. We have to do something. This definitely warrants contacting the authorities. In fact, I might hang up to call them right now.
Wait, hold on, Lucy. Just don't do that yet.
Why not?
There's something that Rebecca wanted me to tell you. Do you have some time for me to meet you?
Of course I do, but we better make this quick. I don't want my daughter suffering any more than she has to.
Don't worry, Luce. I'm heading there straight away.
Good morning, Alex. Today is the big day. I hope you managed to prepare yourself for the commitment you'll be making. I'm just contacting you to let you know that I've arrived at the reception, except there's something I'm very worried about. Ever since yesterday, I haven't been able to get in contact with Rebecca. It's preying on my mind. You wouldn't happen to know anything, would you?
Wait, what the hell? Firstly, why are you contacting me? Secondly, why are you at the wedding?
I don't understand.
Didn't you get the picture yesterday? You're not part of this family anymore. Rebecca's ties to you are now severed.
Excuse me? Did you not say that it was after the wedding? She still shares my last name. Besides that, she's still my daughter. I have every right to be here. In fact, it's my duty to be here. Regardless of what you think about single parents, I'm still her mother.
Keep talking, old lady. You aren't her mother for long. In fact, you aren't even her mother today. She has a new family that's replacing you.
What are you talking about? Enough with this stupid attitude of yours.
It seems you really can't understand. The idea of marrying someone who's only got one parent is revolting to me. Even if Rebecca is a decent girl. I found a great replacement family. Your role as a mother is now finished. Go home and rethink your life. You'll need a hobby now that you're all alone.
What are you talking about? A replacement family?
Haven't you heard? They now have services where someone can pretend to be anything you want them to be. People are hired to be someone's partner or maybe a sibling. In this case, I got a whole family to cover up for your mistake. It costs me quite a lot of money, so you should be thanking me that I didn't get you to pay for half of it.
You did what? I don't know who you hired, but that's not her real family. They have no right to be there.
You don't get to decide that anymore. Just accept what's going on and leave. Trust me, there is nothing you can do to stop this. You may as well face the facts and readjust yourself as soon as possible.
No, Alex. This is preposterous. I am not going to accept something this stupid. By the way, you still haven't answered me. Where is my daughter? I can't contact her.
There's a reason you can't contact her. Check your inbox with her in about 2 seconds, and you'll know why.
I got a message from her. Hold on. This isn't right. Why would she tell me to leave?
God, you are slow. Do you really think that's her?
Wait a minute. I see what's going on. You actually took her phone, didn't you?
Wow, you must be Sherlock Holmes or something. How did you guess that one?
Ha ha ha. Why do you have her phone? Do you realize people are worried about her?
I had no choice. She was becoming a bigger headache by the second. As the wedding was approaching, we had numerous amounts of fights. These weren't over why I didn't shut the toilet seat or something stupid like that. They were very heated arguments and emotional fights. The days went by and we gradually stopped talking to each other. Every hour of the day was silent. Until she came out of nowhere saying that she doesn't want to do this wedding. She's not ready for this commitment with me.
After what I've seen of you lately, I can't blame her. That's the right decision for her. You're a nasty, judgmental man.
Oh, shut your mouth. You don't get to insult me. You're just some lowly single parent. The nerve of you to call me something like that. You should be thanking me for raising her to a higher status.
In what world would I be thanking you for ripping my daughter away from me?
This is what every miserable girl dreams of doing. Finding a man that can take her away from the dullness of her life. I'm doing her a favor and some part of you must know it.
Even if, objectively, this is the best thing for her, she is still saying no. You can't force her to marry you if she doesn't want to.
Okay then, suppose she doesn't marry me. How does that make me look? My reputation is now tarnished because some lowly girl decided to reject me. I'd rather marry the disrespectful cow than have her change the way people view me.
Are you actually that petty? Do you think people care about you that much? I think you need to get over yourself. You aren't the most important thing in the world.
I am getting tired of talking to you. Will you just leave this wedding already? You aren't welcome here.
You know what? I've had enough too. I'll be going now. In fact, I'll be going and I'll be taking someone else with me.
What do you mean taking someone else? You're the only one I don't want at this wedding. Everyone else can stay.
No, there's someone else coming with me. Very soon you're going to find out who it is. Mary, now is the time. Get out of here now. Is everything prepared?
You're all finished now? Good to hear. Come straight outside and there should be a red car waiting for you. Get inside.
Will do. Is Rebecca with you?
Safe and sound. Nothing to worry about.
Right. I'll see you soon.
Hey, what the hell is going on here? Where's Rebecca? She is nowhere to be seen.
I was wondering how long it would take for you to contact me. Looks like everything is going according to plan.
What plan? Tell me what's going on. Is this some stupid MTV prank? I am not laughing. Get everyone back here right now.
Oh, so I see that everyone's left the ceremony as well. That's good to hear.
Explain this already. You don't know what I'm capable of if I get any more angrier than this.
Calm down, Napoleon. Use your head a little bit. You should be able to put the pieces together.
Just before, you said you were leaving with 2 people, didn't you? Who was that second person?
That was my daughter.
There's no way she could have left the room. I had it guarded.
Just who do you think put the guard there in the first place?
I was the one that chose it. It was this girl, Mary.
Looks like you don't know Rebecca at all. Can you tell me who Rebecca's best friend is?
Could it be anyone else apart from me?
Oh, you honestly think you're the center of the world? Grow up already. Mary is Rebecca's best friend. They've known each other ever since they were in elementary school. The fact that you don't know something as basic as that is really embarrassing. Just what do you know about my daughter anyway?
You stupid old cow. There's nothing remotely interesting about your daughter for me to want to get to know her. Wait till my family hears about this.
Don't worry, they know everything that's happened. They're all in full agreement for Rebecca leaving you.
Like hell they are.
Who do you think helped me suspend the wedding in the first place? If I didn't get their agreement, everyone would still be sticking around there.
They were the ones that suspended it? Why would they do that?
You're an embarrassment to them. Kidnapping a girl against her own will? It's despicable.
Those backstabbers, how could they side with you over their own son? Fine, screw you all. I've had enough of you people anyway. At least I don't have to marry your insolent daughter. On top of that, you guys can pay for all the damages from this wedding.
Us pay? Where is that notion coming from?
I am not letting this slide. I paid a lot of money for this wedding. I don't care if you're broke, single mother, you're the reason why this wedding isn't happening. You can pay back every single penny I used and more. I'll have you crawling on the streets looking for money.
Rebecca really did dodge a bullet by not marrying you. Bark all you want, but you won't be getting a cent from me.
This is all some big joke, right? I must be in some sort of bad dream because this can't be real.
What are you talking about, Alex?
Are you actually the CEO of the company I'm working for? Aw, tell me this is some sort of lie.
You've got that right. I'm your new boss.
How and why is this happening? How could you be my new boss?
It's quite a long story, so listen well. It was actually my former husband who was the one that was meant to be the new CEO. He has a long record of achievements and was quickly elected to be the next CEO. Unfortunately, he's been battling an illness for quite some time now. In his current condition, it wouldn't be appropriate for him to be the CEO.
I understand that much, but why would that make you the CEO instead of someone else?
There was another potential candidate that were considered for the role. They were some good people, too. Great potential to do things for this company. Unfortunately for them, though, I also had a line of great successors for this company. My track record made me the unequivocal best candidate for this role.
This is too insane to believe. I thought you were just some broken down woman that couldn't hold onto her marriage. I didn't even know that you had a job, let alone in the same consulting company as mine.
There's a lot that you have underestimated about me. Not just the fact that I am a woman that focused on her career. For starters, I had a happy marriage with my husband. We barely had any disputes with each other. In fact, we were so alike that we predicted it would cause problems for our marriage later along the line.
What are you talking about? If you didn't have any problems, why would you get a divorce in the first place?
It's the way we lived our lives. For better or worse, my former husband is a workaholic. I am also a workaholic. We decided that it would be best for both of us if we separated paths and focused on our work individually. That way, we couldn't each get in each other's way.
That sounds like a really inefficient family structure. Why would you separate if you had a daughter to raise?
Despite being divorced, my husband did do his duty in raising our daughter. Our main goal is building financial prosperity. Our daughter understood that and still got the attention she needed. There's never been a complaint from her side. We go on a family vacation about 5 times a year. You'd be surprised how stable this family structure is.
Honestly, this all sounds really stupid to me. I still can't believe that you're the CEO.
Thank you for reminding me. As the CEO, I have something to address. I know you've been tampering with the company's expenses.
Wait, what? I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's no point in lying, Alex. I have a very detailed investigation into what you've been doing in this company. This isn't the type of conversation to be having over a messaging application. You'll be having a chat with the manager when you come into work on Monday. Oh, by the way, here's some advice. I'd clean out the things in your desk before they come to talk to you.
Oh, dear God. Is this actually happening right now? Oh, please, think this over. Do I really deserve this type of treatment? Think about my situation. My family has just disowned me. I can't rely on them anymore. Rebecca is gone, so I can't rely on her for emotional support. I am left on my own right now, which is fine. As long as I had my job, I knew I could make it through. But now you're actually thinking of firing me? Think about what I have to deal with right now.
People get fired over time and they still make it through life. I'm sure you'll find a way.
No, you don't understand, do you? Think about all the money I paid for that wedding. I'm still paying it off. How am I meant to pay the wedding off and still continue supporting myself? I don't need this right now. Surely we can come to some sort of agreement. What do you need? I'm sure Rebecca is distraught that our marriage has come to this. I can be the man that she needs me to be. Just don't fire me, please. I am begging you.
You've already shown me the type of man you are, Alex. I have to say, I am very disappointed. When we first met, you talked about your job and your background, so I thought you were a level-headed person. I had no issues in giving Rebecca away to you, but it's come to this and you've really shown your true colors. You went from being the best option for Rebecca to being the worst. I would rather a homeless man marry her over you.
Oh, I don't believe this. I need a way to make this work.
There's no hope for you, Alex. As I said, get your desk cleaned before the manager comes to talk to you. I'd like to fill your seat as soon as possible. From that point on, things didn't work out for Alex. Out of desperation, he tried every means he could to either not get fired or get back with Rebecca. Unfortunately, everything was for naught. After hearing every stupid suggestion he threw at me, I grew tired of him and finally blocked him. The onslaught didn't stop there. From written letters to my office to him actually appearing at the company again, I couldn't seem to get away from Alex. I decided to consult my husband on ways we could get rid of him permanently. My husband quickly suggested that he could employ him himself. That was a bait that Alex would bite into very quickly. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be as promising as Alex would have expected. Under the employment of my husband's company, Alex would be sent to a foreign country to work in a factory. From there, he would be slaving underneath my husband's eye, paying off his loan little by little. As my husband calculated, Alex wouldn't be finished paying off his loan for at least 30 years, which is more than enough time for Rebecca to get over him and for me to focus on my new role as CEO. With Alex out of the picture, Rebecca finally had time to herself to find a new partner. Only this time, she's making it her first priority to fully understand the man that she is with before she decides to marry him. I'm confident she won't make the same mistake as she made with Alex. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed it, please remember to click the like button See you in the next video.
Erin, are you there? I'm afraid that there is something we must talk about. Are you at work right now? Please answer me right now.
Hey, Kathy. Yes, I am at work today, just like I usually am these days.
You know, you have got to stop all this nonsense and finally think about quitting. I mean, you come home tired and just make everyone some of the worst food I've ever tasted. It's shameful, really. I'm sorry, but I just had to come out and say it. I want you to quit your job right now so that you can take care of me and the house full time.
Wait, what? You want me to just walk out of the office and quit right now?
Just think about it. If you spend all your time at home, then you could practice getting much better at cooking, and then we all wouldn't have to suffer when you cooked for us. I can even teach you how to cook.
Look, Kathy.
You won't even have to buy the ingredients. Or rather, I should say that I won't let you go out and buy any ingredients. The fact is that the real skill of cooking comes from what you are able to make with what is in the fridge at any given time.
Kathy, I'm sorry, but I am in the middle of a meeting right now. Can this wait?
Wait, what? You're texting me in the middle of a meeting?
Yes, it is. I have a lot of them as upper management.
What? The company lets women in the upper management? Is that supposed to be a joke or something?
I don't really get what me or anyone being a woman has to do with the job that we have. I mean, what decade do you think we're living in? You seriously need to rethink some things.
Wait a second. I get it now. I finally understand why you're so awful at cooking.
Why is that?
That's the thing. You just care way too much about your job and it's leading you to ignore your family. I think you should know that after you get married, you can just let the men do all the hard work for us fragile ladies. I mean, you're married now. Your job is just to stay home and cook and clean, not to earn money. Now hurry up and quit so that you can come home.
Okay, well, the meeting is about to start, so I guess we can talk about this later. But anyways, I've gotta go.
Wait, Erin! Come back! We're not through here! Hey, Erin. Are you there? Was my mom messaging you at work today? She was texting me as well, complaining and saying things like how you never listen to her and how you need to spend more time at home and get better at cooking and those sorts of complaints. I think she really doesn't like the fact that you're working. Honestly, my phone was just buzzing with messages for a few minutes straight.
Oh, hi there, Donnie. You must be pretty tired with all of that during your business trip.
It's not really a big deal. I just want to know what happened between you two.
Well, it's just like you said. Your mom told me that I'm a terrible cook.
So you mean that she said all of those things to your face too?
Well, you remember I tried making dinner for everyone on Christmas Eve? I think it was after then that your mom's complaints started getting much worse.
But that can't be right. I mean, that was probably the first time that she'd ever even had your food.
Well, she is right. I'm definitely no pro chef or anything close to that. And I guess it's possible that I don't cook things that are suited to everyone. But I just never thought that I would be made fun of so harshly for it.
Well, you know what? I seriously think that you make great food. I mean, if I'm being honest, it is just one of the many reasons why I love you so much. In fact, just the other day, I was thinking about how I wanted to go home earlier because I miss your cooking so much.
Donnie, you really don't know how much I needed to hear something like that today. Thank you so much.
Of course. And I really mean it too. I also just want you to know that I'm sorry my mom has been staying with us for so long. I really don't know why she's choosing to complain about your cooking of all things. Maybe I should try talking to her about this.
You think so? You think that might help if you do that?
It might, but knowing how stubborn my mom is, it's anyone's guess what she will say.
Oh, I see. Well, just keep me updated about whatever you choose to do. Please.
No! This is just not going to do. Honestly, how do you even make food this bad? Huh? I really thought that with Donnie out of the house that you might have taken it upon yourself to learn how to cook better. But instead, you're still just cooking up the same slop.
How can you just start a conversation like this? Are we seriously going to have to talk about my food again? Besides, with Donnie out of the house, I'm barely even cooking anymore.
And that is exactly the issue. You're not cooking, so you're not getting any better at it.
Okay, hold on here. I just want to remind you that Donnie and I are letting you live at our house for a while as a kind gesture, but I think you're overstepping some boundaries here.
I am your mother-in-law. I can do and say whatever I want, thank you very much.
And just what gives you that impression, huh? Where do you get off?
Donnie is my child and you are his wife. That means that it's your job to take care of me, your job to listen to me, and your job to do as I say. And you're supposed to do that all without complaining one bit. Do you understand now? Now then, are these your meals that you left in the freezer? I tried eating one of them and I could instantly recognize that no love was put into it.
I didn't put anything in the freezer. Like I said, I haven't really been cooking at all ever since Donnie left for his business trip.
But there were meals in the freezer. How do you explain that? What is this even supposed to be? Some kind of stew or something like that?
I never made any kind of stew, and I certainly didn't put any leftovers in the freezer.
You know, literally any food you touch just turns to slop. I mean, what kind of flavoring is this even supposed to be? Everything about this is just absolutely awful. If I keep eating your cooking, I'm probably going to end up in the hospital.
Are you even listening to me anymore? I am trying to tell you that the food is not mine.
Well, good, because I threw all of it away. So what do you think about that? There is no way that I can just leave this poison here for my little Donnie to eat when he comes home.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you cooked that food.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Except that the other day, you told me that you made too much food and that you wanted to leave the leftovers in the freezer for Donnie to have when he comes home. Remember? I had some for dinner and put the rest in there. I told Donnie that you had left some food in the freezer for him before he left.
Wait, hold on. Is that right? Is that really what happened?
It is. I haven't been cooking at home because I'm always working overtime, so I have my dinner at work. Although I guess it seems that Donnie must have just left the food there without eating it.
So then, you mean the food in the freezer really is mine?
That's right. You're the only other person who could have made it since I have been too busy to cook.
Oh, well, you know what? I think you might be right about that. Now that you mention it, I had that awful cold a few days ago and maybe it affected my memory. Maybe I cooked it all then.
Oh, really? Is that what you think happened? Well, it sounds like your memory might still be being affected. You should probably just rest today.
That's right. I should rest. I work hard every day and I deserve a good rest now and then. Erin, are you there? Did something happen? Is everything okay?
Yes, I'm here. What's wrong? What do you think happened?
Well, my mom was messaging me and she told me that you went crazy and were yelling at her something awful earlier.
Your mom said that I was yelling at her? About what?
She said something about something to do with food. I don't know what's going on. Did something happen? Is everyone okay?
I really can't think of anything that she could be talking about. But yesterday she was messaging me again. She was complaining about some food that had been left in the freezer. She heated it up and messaged me to complain about how awful she thought it was. Does any of that sound right?
Was it a stew that she heated up and ate?
Yeah, it was a stew. She said that she had some extra for you and left it in the freezer to have before you left on your trip. So I guess that it had been there since before you left.
Oh, so it was that stew. Yeah, that was just awful. I couldn't bring myself to finish it.
Wait, so you know what stew it was and you actually tried it?
That's right. My mom calls it her secret recipe when it comes to stew, but all it is heaping spoonfuls of sugar and butter. I'm talking like a cup of sugar and a whole stick of butter here.
Why would she do that to stew? What is the matter with her? That's crazy.
Well, I knew that my mom was never really that skilled of a cook, but her stew, it tastes more like some kind of thick, gross medicine than it does a meal or anything like that.
Something tells me that your mom is the type of person who likes to cook for others but won't actually try her own meal after she serves it, right?
Ding, ding, ding. You guessed it. Breakfast was always fine because we just have toast with some butter and jam. And everyone always took care of their own lunch for the most part. But family dinners? Ooh, I remember one time when I was a kid. She thought it would be a good idea to mix in yogurt with fruit chunks into a soup she made once.
And no one has ever told her not to do that? Or that no one who cooks has ever done that?
People have tried telling her. Many times, actually. Believe me. But she doesn't listen to what she doesn't want to hear, you know?
Actually, now that you say that, that sounds exactly like your mom.
I guess I should be glad that at least with her staying with us, you've gotten to know her so well now. But actually, one of the reasons my dad divorced her was because she just wouldn't listen. Then she would always go on about how she was the victim and everyone was out to get her.
Oh, I see. Wow, so she can really get that bad then, huh?
Yeah, you really have no idea. I mean, my older sister basically cooked for the whole family from the time she was in middle school until she moved out of the house. After I moved out, I managed to take care of myself as well. But that's why I was so shocked when my mom chose your food of all things to complain about. I mean, she's only been staying with us for a little bit. She really doesn't know what she's talking about. I'm so sorry she's been putting you through so much.
Well, at least she hasn't really blown up on me or anything. Just plenty of annoying texts.
Right. I just hope that she doesn't get any worse.
Kathy, what is the meaning of this? What is going on here?
Oh, did you just get home right now? Well, what do you think?
I want to know why all the food from our fridge is gone. What happened to all the food? Are you telling me that you did this?
That's right. I took out all of the food from your fridge and drove it over to my house.
Why would you do something like that? What is the matter with you?
From this day forward, you're going to learn what it means to take care of me.
What are you even talking about?
At the end of this month, you will quit your job. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Seriously, have you lost your mind or something?
You care way too much about your job. And thanks to that, you make some of the worst food that I've ever tasted. Well, all of that ends now.
But you can't just get rid of all the food in someone's fridge. I mean, don't you think that this is taking things just a little far?
If you really must know, I think that I'm taking it easy on you. You need to learn to be a good wife. I mean, do you remember that meal you cooked for us on Christmas Eve? You told me that you cooked it all by hand. Remember?
Yes, I remember that because it's true.
Don't you lie to me, you little brat. I know for a fact that you ordered that food from a restaurant and had it delivered. There is no way that you could have made something that good.
Wait, hold on. So you liked the dinner, but you think I couldn't have cooked it because it tasted too good?
Well, of course! What other explanation could there even possibly be? I mean, honestly, don't you have any shame in ordering food and calling it your own? That really pissed me off, you know. Did you really want to try and impress me that much? And then you have to take it a step further than that, and you put something in my stew. How else could it have gotten so nasty? Honestly, not being able to cook yourself is one thing, but sabotaging someone else's food? Just where do you get off acting like that? When will Donnie finally wisen up and divorce you?
Oh, really? Is that what you think is going to happen? You really think Donnie would go along with that?
Not if you do well on your training and do exactly as I say.
Well, I guess that I am so sorry for being a crappy wife. But if that is really how you feel, then I just won't cook for you ever again. How does that sound?
Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
What do you think I mean by that? I am finished dealing with you. Donnie, are you there? I'm really sorry, but I just can't take it anymore and I'm spending the night in a hotel.
What happened? I'm on my way to the airport now.
Your mom, you won't believe this, but she took all of the food out of our fridge and moved it into the fridge at her house.
Wait, what? Why would she do that? What is the matter with her?
It's a really long story. I'll send you some of the screenshots from my talk with her. After that, it's up to you how you want to react.
Right, well, okay. I guess I'll see what all of this is about. Mom, you have got some serious explaining to do right now. Oh my. Donnie, what could all of this be about? I just got a message from Erin telling me that she is going to stay in a hotel for the night tonight. All right, yes, I know all about that. Honestly, that wife of yours. You know, I tried to teach her how to be better, but I just don't think she has it in her. Anyways, don't worry. I've cooked a big meal for you when you get back. No, I am not going to be having a single bite of whatever it is that you threw together. Excuse me, what is the matter with you? How could you say that? No, what I want to know is how can you even talk about trying to teach my wife to be better? Where do you get off? And just who do you think you are to be complaining about her cooking? What is your deal? Well, Okay, look. Do you remember the meal that she cooked for us on Christmas Eve? Of course I do, and I know that you think she didn't make it, but the fact is that was all Erin. No, you don't understand. She really ordered it from a restaurant. It was all a lie. It was not a lie, and I have proof because I was helping her in the kitchen. So then, that means that the stew in the freezer was really... That's right. The stew was all yours. Erin had nothing to do with it at all. That stew is without a doubt 100% your cooking. What are you saying? That can't be right at all. It is true. I saw that someone had left it there for me, took one sip, instantly knew it was yours, and put it right back because of how nasty it was. Honestly, you have some nerve telling Erin that she can't cook. She literally works for a food company and helps with their central planning. Wait, that's Erin's job? She works in the food industry. Mom, I want you to go back to your house and stay there. You're not welcome at our place any longer. You can't be serious. Please tell me this is some kind of joke, right? No, this was never going to be a permanent setup, but you have clearly overstayed your welcome. Please don't do this to me. Honestly, did you really think I was just going to sit back and let you treat my wife like that? But, so, you're really going to kick me out of the house? Of course I am. But that isn't fair. How could you even say something like that to your own mother? Listen, the point is that you know this arrangement was going to be temporary. I've already told you that you've overstayed your welcome and I want you out. But that can't be right. I was planning on living out my days in this house. I was supposed to die here. What are you even saying? Did you seriously think we were going to let you do that? That was never ever going to happen. I mean, it's Erin's parents who own this place anyways. Wait, really? It is? I had no idea about that. Yes, you did. We explained all of this to you when you first moved in here. We told you that the house belonged to Aaron's parents and that you could move in with us on the condition that it was temporary and that you find your own place. Well, you have your own place, so now it's time for you to go.
But I don't understand. I thought that you and Aaron owned this house. I thought that you were making all the decisions around here.
Okay, we're just talking in circles and not getting anywhere. The important thing is that you made my wife want to stay in a hotel rather than her own home.
But that isn't my fault. I can't control what she chooses to do.
Ugh, I seriously can't believe you right now. I want you out of the house now!
Please don't be like this. I'm sure that we can talk this out, can't we?
No, it isn't going to happen. I want you to pack your bags and get out by this weekend.
That weekend, Kathy packed up her bags and moved all of her things back into her new place. While she may have cleaned out our fridge of all her food, Donnie and I were just grateful that the smell of her cooking didn't seem to linger on the house. Still, we thought it best to hire professional house cleaners before Donnie's parents returned. Donnie made sure to send his mom the bill for the cleaning service. So far, she is only paying it back in small installments. Lucky for her, she can continue cooking her nasty meals all by herself in her new house. We tried visiting once, but couldn't stand to stay there more than 15 minutes because we were suffocating in the stench of her cooking. Ever since my parents came back to live with us, we haven't seen much of Donnie's mother. But honestly, I think we both prefer it this way. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.